Welcome back to Costume Quest.
Yes, we were discussing
Last episode. Yeah, we're doing this back to back. Sorry. About cartoons. And
I guess for me, I don't remember a lot of Cartoon Network ones, but I do remember
what?
more Adult Swim ones because I didn't care for, if I'm being honest.
Like King of the Hill? You'd watch as soon as that. Thanks for watching. Bye. And then it went dun 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 dun.
Dude, I loved Adult Swim a lot more than Cartoon Network, if I'm being honest.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
The Saturday night, like Toonami or regular Adult
Both.
Swim? Both?
Well, Toonami slapped, I'll be honest. Like when they had Naruto on there, it was so good.
I remember Cartoon Network has carried generations. Cartoon Network really has carried generations.
And they used to have Cowboy. That's the first place where I seen Cowboy Bebop, actually.
I think I saw Cowboy Bebop on my own time.
And then I also used to watch when they had this one called Big O. I used to watch, which is like a mech one. He's kind of like Batman, but with a mech. If he's a rich guy who has like this big ass mech in his house, apparently.
Oh.
It's very weird. But I could also be wrong about it because it's been so long since I've actually watched it. Why did he have like a thing on? I don't know. But yeah.
I thought you were gonna keep going.
Oh,
That's a long silent pause right there.
Damn.
Good 30 seconds right, my dude. Well, 5
Sorry.
seconds. I'm actually looking.
it's like
Ooh.
I don't know. I just enjoyed not Cartoon Network.
You do enjoy
Swim
Adult
more.
Swim and Toonami. I could never get behind. I think I was late to the Toonami train. Because Toonami would come in and out like for a while, didn't it? Like it wasn't consistent. It would like they ended it, the programming Toonami, and then it was just adult shows, and then they would bring it back again like after like 5 years or something. They do have done that because I remember when Toonami came back in high school. It was the premiere of Space Dandy, and they were showing it in the U.S. before they showed it in Japan, too. So that's why I was like, oh, sweet. So Space Dandy is actually by the same creator of Cowboy Bebop, and I'm gonna be honest,
Really?
I've seen parts of Cowboy Bebop. I love Space Dandy far more.
Space Dandy.
I love Space
Dandy.
Dandy a lot more than Cowboy Bebop, and I I'm gonna get hate for it. I'm sorry. Like Cowboy Bebop, so much respect. The music, the art style, the story, respect.
You have you watched it in its entirety?
Shut up!
though?
Shut up! I don't even.
That's what's important. If you have not watched it in its entirety,
All right.
I'm not listening to you anymore.
Okay, fine. You know what? By the next episode, are we ending it here, or
No, we're gonna do another episode.
Oh, okay. Well,
After the next episode.
after 2 episodes down, I'll have tried to watch at least more than half of it. But
Okay.
but
You only got to half of it?
Yeah.
Dude, like when we were at your brother's house, he was watching it. I could hear it. I was like, I noticed these voices, man. I know what you're watching.
Well, hold on. I stand by the thing where I don't think you need to watch a full show to make an opinion whether you like it or not.
Okay. That might be true, but also there's certain shows where you get to a certain point that gets better.
Okay, but if you have to wait that long till it gets good, doesn't that mean like poor writing or setup? I know. No, this is just a genuine thing because I know a lot of people have different opinions about it. And I'm just saying some say that if it takes that long, it might be poor writing if it takes that long for a setup. Because some people don't have that patience. Others do and feel like, oh, like it's a treat. Like, oh, you get to see it like build up. Like for what?
I know
like,
what you're saying.
Like one coin will say, oh, I love the build up to how it truly evolves. Others say, oh, I see that's poor writing. That took forever to get to where it needs to be.
Well, if I'm being honest.
But you know what?
Well,
let me finish my speech. I'm going to be honest, though. I am not an analyst on stories. I know a lot of people that are more analytical when they're reading and stuff. So, maybe they have more opinion on that. I didn't study literature. I read manga and comic books. That's all I have done. That's all I do.
That is true.
I like slow burn stuff. Maybe I can't tell the difference between poor writing and slow burn or slow buildups. So, maybe that's me. But I love slow stuff. Trust me, I do. But I love Space Dandy so much more.
That's fine. You can like something more than something else. I mean, that's not that big of a deal.
I think it's because he's also the polar opposite of Spike, where Spike is like a suave kind of dude.
And then
Dandy is like
just really out there.
he's like suave, but like an annoying kind of way. Like annoying, not like a oh hey there, but it's more like a Johnny Bravo meets Elvis kind of ideal.
Oh, okay. I understand what you're saying.
And he's not annoying. He's still kind of like, he's interesting, but if you talk to him a little longer than 5 minutes, then you find out that all he talks about is his pompadour and how much he loves ass and boobies.
Is that really?
He loves ass and boobies.
I guess. Okay, I'll make you a deal, right?
Okay.
If you watch Cowboy Bebop,
All right.
I'll watch Space Dandy.
Okay, I'll take you up on that. You have to
Because
watch
I've
the first
never-
season, because there's only one season of Cowboy Bebop, right?
Yes, I'll watch all of it. I don't care.
Okay.
But I have to find where it's at first. Unlike Cowboy Bebop, you can find it anywhere.
I think you can find Space Dandy anywhere, pretty much.
Is that on Netflix? I know it was on Netflix for a while.
I don't know.
I don't know if they still have it. Or
You'd
not.
have to check, but I love the art. I love the vibe it gives. I think it's.
I do enjoy the art.
You should
in
listen to
Space Dandy.
You should listen to the dub. They did a really good job on the dub.
Okay. Well, I watched dubbed on like what's the other Tokyo Revengers anyways.
Yeah, but it's mostly because in Space Dandy they give the little robot a robot like vibe voice, whereas like in the Japanese voice one, like the original one, it doesn't have like a voice filter that makes it sound like a robot.
So they just make it sound like a normal person. pretty
Yeah.
much. Okay.
I like how they did it in the English dub. I think it's funny and it's goofy because he has apparently a mortal enemy that's a gorilla, but like
Wait, what?
he has no idea he has a mortal enemy. I think you really enjoy Space Dandy.
Wait, he has a mortal enemy that's a gorilla? Like the gorilla knows it, or the gorilla?
Like the gorilla
self-proclaims that's his enemy.
Yeah, the gorilla proclaims that Dandy's his self enemy, but Dandy has no idea that he's his enemy at all. But
That's
somehow Dandy always like fucks him over.
And it's not even on purpose?
No, it's not on purpose. It's just funny. So, yeah, okay, I'll watch Cowboy Bebop. You watch Space Dandy.
I think that's a fair trade.
That's a fair trade. They're both space cowboys, pretty much.
I mean, you're not wrong about that.
And I think I just love the concept of space, like out there, like that.
Oh, we know.
Combining.
The Devilman Cry episode told us this, how much you were into space.
Did it? I don't remember.
You were talking about how you were into space and astrology because of a
The fairy tale
specific-
from there?
yeah, basically from
Lucy.
fairy tale.
Dude, I was like in middle school. I was like, I bet I could go to NASA.
Do
No.
you still think you can go to NASA?
Newsflash. I guess who's not at fucking NASA right now and playing video games?
You think you'd be playing video games at NASA?
Probably.
I don't.
It's one of those things where people, I'm going to say it, and I'm sure everybody else says this to themselves to feel better. I could be smart if I wanted to.
Anyway.
I mean, I could, yeah.
I like
But
how
I
you-
learned something, though. Apparently, sorry, hold on.
No.
I jumped a few steps.
Yeah,
I jumped
you
a
really
few steps.
did.
Let me lead up to that step.
Okay, go ahead.
It was about me thinking I could be smart if I wanted to. If I wanted to, if I put that hard work, because I found when I was making my costume, I'm willing to do a lot of work for the things I care about and work really hard for it. And we saw that when I was making my costume.
That is true.
And I'm gonna be honest, I'm a glow on that, and I'm excited to make more stuff in the future.
Your costume did come out pretty good.
I think it was the fact that I made it with my hands and just learning that, wow, I can make something without feeling super dumb and stuff. I mean, I asked some people at the store, obviously. I was like, what's this? What is that? I have no idea. But jumping from that to my other point, but the problem I have, why I don't work that hard is because I procrastinate. And my brother told me some fun fact last night when I was on a phone call with him. The reason why some people procrastinate is because it's hard to break the habit of procrastination, and not for the reason you think, not because they like leaving it off, but because they cannot get work done until they feel that stress or that deadline. And so their body and brain is like accustomed to it, and they're like in panic mode, and so that's when they're able to be the most productive and get stuff done. So that's why I was like, oh, that's interesting. I don't know how real that fact is, because I don't know where he heard it from. He could have heard it from a TikTok. He could have heard it from anywhere else. I have no idea where he got it from, but it sounds legit. I don't know enough to dispute it, but it sounds real and true. So, break your panic habit, because I have that bad thing too. And it makes sense. Kind of.
Is that what it's called?
No, I just made that up myself.
Oh.
But it kind of makes sense. Like, if you don't put, like when you're stressed for something, that like you're able to get stuff a lot done quicker. But your body's not supposed to be in constant stress though.
Huh. I guess that does make sense.
Because the reason we have stress is to protect us. Like for predators or like some emergency or flight or fight response. Like, that's why we have stress. Because, like, yeah, cool, we have technology and we've evolved, like, with everything. But our little monkey brains are still the same monkey brains from, like, many, many millennia ago. So, nothing's changed. We just evolved a little too fast.
I wouldn't say too fast.
No, we have. Like, we're predisposed for our backs and our joints to be bad.
Yeah.
Like,
is true.
When we were evolving, apparently, I'm not a biologist. I don't know, so anybody can correct me
of any
about bones. But apparently, from what I heard from the internet, gotta make
such
sure.
a reliable source.
Isn't it? That our bodies, when we were turning bipedal, because when you see other animals bipedal, like ostriches, their legs are built a certain way. Like, they're on their tippy toes. They're not like flat-footed like us.
Well, not just that, aren't they like super skinny legs too? And
Yeah,
like a
and
bigger
their
body.
Yeah, and their ankles, their like heel actually goes like higher. It's like,
Yes, I do.
because they're actually standing on their toes, and their ankle goes higher, and then their knee is actually closer to their hip.
Okay, we should
Okay, we will
stop here, everybody. Sorry.
I will continue this conversation about human bone structure.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye-bye.